What does this book tell us that Paul and the faithfulness of God doesn't cover? Everything, obviously, because we want people to buy the book. But setting that aside, is this repetitious?
There are, of course, overlaps, but I was worried about that to begin with. And then when I got going, I thought I actually don't need to worry about this, because I'm talking about Paul the man. I'm trying to get inside his skin. I'm trying to use the same sort of evidence, of course, because that's the evidence we've got, but in order to ask different kinds of questions, particularly about biographical development. I mean, obvious example, I start the body of the book after quite a long introduction with the story of Phineas. Phineas in the book of Numbers, ancient tale of sex and violence. It was a good way to start the book. It's Phineas who does the redemptive violence and becomes the model of zeal right through to rabbinic Judaism. In 1 Maccabees, Phineas is one of the models of zeal along with Elijah. These are people who do violent things to stop Israel going to the bad and to stop the pagan nonsense happening. Paul is role modeling Phineas, and it's Phineas of whom Psalm 106 says, Phineas did that, and it was reckoned to him as righteousness to all generations. Now, every other passage he talks about Phineas, the Bible talks, it's about God establishing a covenant with him. That tells you what that phrase means. It was reckoned to him as righteousness. It's one of the key phrases for Paul. Romans 4, Galatians 3, Abraham believed God and it was reckoned to him as righteousness. I think Paul had that phrase in his head from early on. I didn't explore this in Paul and the Faithfulness of God, but I make it front and center. This is a driving force. So that then when the great thing happens, Paul rereads his scriptures and lo and behold, there is a different way of doing covenantal zeal.